Lakers come in here 21-18, 11-10 on the road, 7th of the Western Conference standings. It's time now for your McDonald's I'm Loving It starting lineups. Phil Jackson has been rehired after a one-year hiatus from coaching. He coached 9 NBA champions, 6 titles of the Bulls, 3 of the Lakers in his first rebuilding job of his career. Devin George is a last-second change, replacing Kwame Brown. Odom, Mim, the remarkable Kobe Bryant, and Smush Parker completes the starting 5. The Suns in first place of the Pacific Division, 25-13. Mike D'Antoni's team still unbeaten in the new year, 5-0, 10-3 since Christmas, 1-0 against the Lakers. Diaw, Marion, Thomas, Bell, and Nash, the 5 we've seen so many times this year. It's time now for the Kia keys to the game. Kia Motors, the power to surprise. And here's Thunder Dan.
Gary, thank you very much. And the keys to the game. With the first one, we're going to have to rebound and run. This is a Los Angeles team that's 10th in the league in offensive rebounds. They really want to crash the board. Suns got to get that rebound and get out and run the court. And all eyes on Kobe. It may take all 5 guys to stop this guy from scoring. And just because Raja Bell's on him doesn't mean that anybody else can relax. And then limit the easy baskets, especially out of that triangle offense. They want to make them shoot some jump shots, Gary.
And this Laker team, you can see they can score a lot of points, and the Suns have been giving up some points as of late. Even though they're leading the league in the NBA, you can see 4 of the last 5 games, their opponents have passed the century mark. We have Mike Callahan, Tony Brothers, and Ed Malloy, the 3 officials. Here is Chris Mim, the former first-round pick of the Bulls, the 7-foot center out of Texas, Kobe Bryant, first shot. And here we go, Dan.
Well, there's Kobe just from the weak side, flashes in, uses his size on Raja, catches it, and shoots that fall-away jumper. Absolutely unguardable.
Boris Diaw now off to Nash, and Nash, who goes to that left hand so effectively. We've seen that more this year than last season.
Boy, so good at getting to the basket. That time nobody from the Lakers picked him up and he laid it in.
Odom, backdoor, Devin George, and George are the reverse. And so George, a guy who signed a huge contract a couple of years ago, was hurt most of last year, contributing more this season.
And that's what I was talking about, Gary. They want to make sure that he pops out and shoots that jumper. That time he backdoored and got a layup.
Yeah, brings it off to Nash. Nash with career numbers in scoring and assists. George comes up with a steal. Devin George came out of Augsburg College, a Division III school in Minnesota. Intended for Kobe, double team, produces a turnover. And Nash coming back the other way. Nash just sensational in this new year as he hits. Nope, he did not hit it from outside. Looked like it was going in, and he'll back it out. Nash has been averaging almost 20 points. Over 14 assists a game since the start of 2006. Marion outside, he'll pull up and not able to get it. Rebound is cleared by Odom. Odom made a real bonehead play last night. Really cost the Lakers.
That's being nice.
Yeah, a knucklehead play is maybe a better way. As Odom can't get that one to go, he follows his own shot. This guy is a matchup problem inside.
Well, just a talented guy. Pretty much can do everything on the floor. Shoots the ball well, got great size, handles the ball, can rebound.
So the Lakers let one get away from them last night on just some very poor decisions down the stretch, and the Kings were able to make it pay in overtime. In the corner it comes to Marion. Marion with a 3, and the rebound is cleared by Diaw. Diaw will bring it outside now to Raja Bell, who has a defensive assignment at the start of the night against the leading scorer in the NBA. Nash outside into Boris Diaw. Diaw double team quickly. Wide open, Kurt Thomas. And that's going to be off the Lakers. Suns ball.
Well, the Suns getting some good looks here earlier, and that's where Boris is so good. He caught the pass from Steve Nash and immediately threw it out to a wide-open Kurt Thomas.
This Laker team, a team that's only 11-10 on the road. They're trying to get better in that area. Here's the steal by Odom. Lamar Odom a couple of years ago was sensational. The Miami Heat. You can see the Suns 1 of 5 here in the early going. Smush Parker, who played with the Suns last year, 16 games, signed 2 10-day contracts. Gets the ball out now to Devin George. He'll feed it into Mim. Mim, an all Big 12 player for the Texas Longhorns, has it batted out of bounds with only 2 to shoot. 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Shawn Marion gets down there, and we've seen this a lot out of him. He's able to get in there and knock the ball out of bounds. Only 2 seconds left.
So the Lakers with little time now on this inbound. Odom at 6'10", gets it in to Bryant, fall away, and a remarkable shot. Dan, he's just in a zone right now.
Yeah, there's no surprise. When there's 2 seconds left on the shot clock, the Suns got to realize that he's going to get the ball, so that's when you have to double team him.
That's a very good point. 8-2 now. The Lakers are the early advantage in this ball game. Nash now trying to penetrate, create as only he can. Gets it off to Thomas. Thomas, wide open shot. He nails it. And so Nash picking up his first assist of the night.
And you see Steve Nash really protecting the ball here early as Smush Parker played him extremely well in the first matchup.
Smush Parker has found a home with the Lakers. He's had some remarkable games this year. Scored 24 points in one game. There's Kobe again. He can miss once in a while. Kurt Thomas comes down to the rebound. Nash headed back the other way. Parker will come out on him, and we're going to have a foul called on Parker as he got the elbow on him. Side out to the Suns. The Suns coming in here tonight are looking now for their 6th straight win at home. They're 15-6 on the year. They've won 14 of their last 16 in the Purple Palace. Out it comes now to Roger Bell. Bell, broken field, is able to get it to go. Beautifully done by Roger.
And that's really where he's gotten a lot better. We know he can shoot standing still, but he's done a good job of putting the ball on the floor, and that time weaved through 4 defenders and laid it in.
He has averaged over 20 points a game in the last 5. Here's the number 7 guy in steals, and Sean Marion takes some pay, and it's tied at 8.
Well, you can't be lackadaisical with your passes, especially Sean Marion on the weak side. He's going to shoot the gap and get a lot of layups.
All of a sudden, a 6-0 run by the Suns has tied this ball game up. That's how quickly this Phoenix team can explode on you. Devin George now picked up by Dial. They bring it out to Parker. Mim from outside, and Mim not able to get it to go. Rebound is cleared effectively. Out it comes to Nash. Chris Mim has been working with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar this year. There's Marion down the middle. Mim fouled him. Marion with great energy here early in the ball game.
Well, he does such a great job of running the floor. And Steve just waits on Sean to run down the middle of the floor. Nobody from the Lakers picks him up. Kobe tries to get over there a little bit too late.
How about this guy, Dan? I mean, he's coming in here tonight with 29 double-doubles. That is 2nd in the league. Tonight's game is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. You can see those double-doubles. He has more double-doubles than the entire Laker roster. I find that astounding.
Well, we talked about the other night against the Clippers. They're, saying Brand is a guy that they're looking at an early MVP, and you look at their numbers, and they're similar, Brand and Marion, and yet you're wondering if Sean's going to make the All-Star team for some reason. I mean, Sean is the most underrated player and should be on that All-Star team every year.
No question about it. Suns with their first lead of the game. 10-8. Devin George brings it out to Odom. Odom into Mim. Mim against Kurt Thomas. And that shot not going to go. So Mim in the early going has missed a couple. Nash back the other way. Steve Nash just loses Parker on a screen. Goes baseline. Rebound by Lamar Odom. Out they come now to Kobe Bryant. Boy, Bryant, he just creates a stir when he gets the ball in his hands. And he's going to be fouled. It's going to go on Roger Bell. So Bell, who has the assignment tonight on the guy who's averaging almost 35 points a game.
Well, Roger did a pretty good job there at moving his feet. Kobe looks like caused the contact. Didn't see much of a foul there at all.
So the Lakers will inbound from the side. Kobe Bryant this year has had 3 50-point games. He has had 12 games of 40-plus points. I mean, it's just remarkable the year he's having. And it comes to Mim, backing down low. He's got a mismatch with Marion, followed by Devin George. Mim again. Mim just can't get a shot to go. Stays with it, and it'll be off of Boris Diaw. Laker ball.
You talk about Kobe, not only the year he's having, but he's the youngest player in the NBA to reach 15,000 points. He did it in 27 years, 136 days. The only other players to reach 15,000 points before they turned 28, Wilt and Michael Jordan.
Think about Wilt. I mean, all the records he put together. There's so many things that you compare Wilt to, and you just find out how remarkable he was. The Lakers have missed their last 6 attempts, and then number 8 hits the next one.
Well, like a lot of players in this league, when he's hitting that jump shot, he is unguardable because he's so quick going to the basket, very strong, and just unstoppable.
Well, not bad, huh? That broke an 8-0 run as Thomas a little off balance, an in-betweener there. He just didn't quite have himself positioned well. Here's Odom going the other way, and that's what Odom could do. He's like a point forward. He can handle it well for a big 6'10 guy.
You're right. That's where he's at his best, in the open floor.
Kurt Thomas, the trailer, brings it off now to Sean Marion. 12-10, the Lakers. Suns won earlier this year in November. They have won 5 straight over this Laker team after sweeping the series last year. Off it comes out of Diaw. Diaw shot will not go. Rebound by Odom. So the Suns in the early going shooting only 36%. The Lakers at 46. Here's Kobe trying to shake Raja Bell. Into the corner comes a swinging around. Devin George. A pass broken up. It'll be off the Suns. And we're going to have a timeout. 5:51 to go as the Lakers in a back-to-back look very sharp here early in the game.
Well, like you said, they came off a disappointing loss last night. They want to come back and atone for it here against the Suns.
Lakers with the early lead, 12-10. It's time for a Geico quote of the game. Geico Auto Insurance, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. Quote is from Lamar Odom, talking about driving to the basket instead of killing time on the clock. He was called for a charge with less than 30 seconds of the game, and the Lakers up by 4. LA, as we mentioned, lost in overtime. He said, I take the blame for that one. I should have run the clock down a little bit more. First time in a long time. My aggressiveness beat me.
Well, that was, like you said, it was a bonehead play. In that type of game, in that situation, you want to run the clock down. And I had no idea where he was going, and cost the Lakers a loss or a win in that Sacramento game.
No question. It let the Kings off the hook. And so often when you're on the road, you cannot do that. Phil Jackson's team, he said this is a sink or swim time for us because the Lakers, starting last night, are playing 9 of their next 11 games on the road. Here is Kobe again. He's 3 for 4 previous to that. Rebound by Nash. Suns, 3 offensive rebounds. Should say the Lakers, 3 offensive rebounds, 4 second chance points. Into the ball game now is Leandro Barbosa. Into Thomas, and Thomas is fouled as he tries to move inside. This Laker team last year missed the playoffs for the first time in 11 years. They have never missed it twice since Jerry Buss bought the ball club.
Broke my heart when they missed it.
I knew it did. You cried all summer
at
long.
home, right? And I was like, why?
You know, somehow
I hope they miss it again.
They could. No, they're going to make it this year.
I know.
Here's Bell. Quick turnaround, and Bell able to bury it. Raja Bell, we talked about how he has been playing so well defensively, but his scoring has been very good. Shooting 46% for three-point land in the last 5 games. Pass intended inside for Devin George is broken up.
And good for Raja. You want to make sure he makes Kobe work on the defensive end so he doesn't have all that energy on the offensive end.
So they'll inbound with 15 on the shot clock. Odom will bring it in now for the Lakers. He's got to get it in. Almost did not. And then Kobe Bryant bails him out. Off it comes now to George. 10 on the shot clock. Approaching 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Mim looking inside. 5 on the shot clock. Kobe's going to launch from 3. And not there. Nash comes down to the rebound. Off it comes to Barbosa. Barbosa, nice pass, corner. Raja Bell with a 3, and we're going to have an offensive foul over the back by Sean Marion.
Well, a good opportunity there for the Suns. Leandro pushing the ball, found a wide open Bell, and I think Sean got caught with a little push on the small of the back. Really didn't cause much damage, but the ref was standing right there.
So the Lakers will get it back. We're tied at 12. Inside 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Laker team coming in here, averaging just over 97 points a game. Here is Parker from outside. Smoosh can't get it to go. Rebound by Barbosa. Barbosa has just been sensational, coming off of a 21-point game. And since coming back from the injury, as we mentioned, he's been almost unguardable. Thomas inside, and he's fouled. And I like the way Kurt has really taken it to the hole.
Yeah, he's really adjusted here. Usually we see out the pick and roll, he pops back and shoots that jumper. The last few times he's rolled to the basket. That time very aggressive and gets fouled. But Steve Nash again working his magic. Good bounce pass, and Kurt goes strong and gets fouled.
His magic is right. I mean, a beautiful bounce pass. And now Thomas will go to the line. Kurt is shooting 81% from the free throw line. This guy has been doing such a good job rebounding the ball, Dan. In the last 5 games, he's averaged over 10 rebounds.
Well, I don't judge Kurt's game on his shooting or scoring. He does so many other things. Rebounding, like you talk about, his defensive presence is big for the Suns. It's really made them into a good defensive team. And
so Thomas with his second free throw, not able to get it. Suns up by 1. Both teams are 0 for 3 from three-point land thus far. Smush Parker, who played collegiately at Fordham, brings it out to Mim. They swing it around to Odom. Bryant with Rogers sticking with him. Inside to Mim. Mim has a tough time catching the ball and lost it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's been working with Mim. I don't know if there's been that much improvement, do you?
Not enough.
He's a special assistant coach. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar now with the Lakers. Here is Nash going inside off to Barbosa. Barbosa's going to try a two. Left it short. Mim comes up with it. Here's Bryant the other way. Kobe Bryant with 6 points in the early going. He's going to go in. He didn't get it to go, but Mim was there to follow up and tip it in.
And that's the problem with Kobe. He's so active, and he got to the boards. Nobody stopped Mim, and he laid it in.
Barbosa out of control on that particular break down the floor. The Suns turn it over against the Suns now. That will be their third turnover. Kobe Bryant brings it out to Devin George. George looking inside. Knocked down is Raja Bell. Mim positioning for the ball, and now they're saying that Raja Bell was flopping. They're not going to give him that call, and Kurt Thomas instead comes away with the foul.
Well, the ref looked over D'Antoni, said, no, he just fell down. He flopped. He's not going to get that call. The Suns can't get caught up with the referees. They got to play more physical than the Lakers. As you see Mim coming across, and that's more of a fall down. Looked like Mim just kind of dislodged him.
So as an end result, Chris Mim will go to the line. Sixth-year man out of Texas. A guy who they acquired in a trade that sent Gary Payton packing. And Mim is the guy who last year had his finest season. His numbers are up from last year, so there is some improvement as Diaw is going to come back in the game. And Thomas, who seems to get a lot of fouls early in the game, will sit down with his first of the night.
Well, they had to take him out. I think he got cut when he went to the basket. And Aaron Nelson over there taking care of that, and Diaw came in for him.
Here's Mim now. Chris Mim, 72% free throw shooter. And so the Lakers have taken a three-point lead with 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Parker picking up Nash outside. Off to Diaw. Diaw off to Raja Bell, who is not going to be able to get it to go. I'll tell you what, they're only getting one crack at it, aren't they, Dan?
That's what happens when you're a jump shooting team. The Suns have to be aggressive and start taking the ball to the basket.
Here's Mim, handoff to Kobe. Kobe. A little too fancy there. Throw it away. He meant to connect with Mim. Off to Barbosa. Flying to the hole. And he's just remarkable how he can get up and down the floor.
That's what he brings to the Suns. I mean, you have Sean Marion on one end and Leandro on the other side. And those two guys are the quickest guys in the NBA. It leads to an easy fast break layup.
Barbosa just seems to fly by everybody, even though they have positioned themselves well. Timeout Lakers. Phil Jackson. His team up by 1, and here is the Brazilian Blur at his very best.
That's right. Steve Nash looks over, sees Sean Marion, gives it to the Brazilian Blur, and he finishes strong. Lakers and the Suns early.
Lakers up by 1. Neither team shooting well in the 30th percentile. This date in the NBA presented by Paddock Pools, Patios, and Spas since 1958, where all your backyard needs. January 20th, 1970, Cincinnati's Tom Van Arsdale and Phoenix's Dick Van Arsdale become the first brothers to play in the same All-Star game. Dick scored 8 points for the Western team, while Tom scored 5 for the East, which won the game 142 to 135. And if Dick Van Arsdale is watching tonight, Dick, continue to get well. We miss you, buddy. And we just continually say to ourselves, where is Van? I'd love having you here during the game. So stop by sometime and visit it, will you?
I own one retro jersey, and it's Van.
Is it really?
Oh, I love it, yeah.
I love it. So here now, coming into the ball game for the first time is Vujacic. Here he is, Sasha Vujacic, who is a second-year man out of Slovenia. Been playing a lot more lately. Bryant stripped as he goes inside.
Say that name again.
Vujacic.
You make it sound sexy.
I think it's, I don't know about sexy.
Sexy.
Well, okay. Anyway, he's going to inbound the ball. Second-year man. He was a first-round pick a year ago, 27th pick in the draft. And it comes now quickly to Devin George, and they were caught napping there.
Good substitution by Phil Jackson, starting Devin George instead of Kwame. He's been very active here early.
Yep, he has. He scored 4 points in the early going. Here's Boris Diaw, who's been fairly quiet. Feeds beautifully to Sean Marion. And that's the reason Diaw is averaging 6 assists a game.
And it amazes me that play keeps working. We see it almost every game with those two in that pick and roll.
And it comes now to Mim. Lakers by 1. Mim, baseline. Schmush Parker couldn't get the handle, so he backs out with 10 on the shot clock. Vujacic swings it around to George. Off it comes now to Bryant. Vujacic again, not able to hit it. Marion comes down with a rebound, third in the league in rebounding. Averaging a career high 12 a game. Here's Sean out to Nash. Nash will wheel inside. Beautifully done. He just finds those little crevices, doesn't he?
Well, Bush just lost him, and by the time he got out there, Nash just blew right by him and laid it in.
Kobe Bryant now with a total of 6 points in the game, 3 of 8 shooting. Marion trying to stay with him with Raja Bell out of the lineup right now. Up it comes to Parker. 8 on the shot clock. Schmoosh is going to try one, not able to get it, missed almost everything. Rebound by James Jones, who's back in the lineup. And here comes Nash the other way. Steve Nash gets a screen from Diao. Look at him, just looking for the opening. And they finally get it to Marion, but he left it short, and Sean really upsetted himself.
And he should be. Great execution both by Nash and Diao, and Sean just missed an easy one.
Suns by 1 now, inside a minute to go in the first quarter. Kobe Bryant has been held to a reasonable number. He had 21 points in the first quarter last night. And as I say that, he just buried the shot. He has 8.
Well, he's going to get 30 to 40 tonight just because he puts up so many shots. And if he gets hot, he may get 50. But, you know, I've seen a lot of guys get 50, MJ one of them, and still lose games.
And last night was a good example, as Kobe had 51 and they lost that game. Here's Barbosa for the baseline. Suns leaving a lot of shots short in this game. Diao digs it out. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Nash with the 3. And the rebound is going to be cleared. The Suns are down now to 38% shooting. Here's Parker, has it poked away. Back they come. They're going to go for the last shot of the quarter. And Nash now goes in, creates Marion, and Marion will go to the free throw line.
Well, the coach on the sidelines was saying one shot, but the coach on the floor, Nash, said, you know, I got an opportunity. He took it all the way to the basket. Another beautiful pass to Sean, who gets fouled. And right now, D'Antoni's saying one shot. Steve sees an alleyway and not going to get an easier shot than this.
And how can you, in any way, criticize Steve Nash? And so here comes Odom back into the ball game.
I didn't like his GQ shoot. How's that?
Well, that was not good.
Well, that's the only thing I can criticize.
Okay, I agree with you. I did not like it either. Some people may know what we're talking about. Shall we describe it or go through it or just leave it alone?
Just leave it alone.
Okay. Marion hits the free throw. He's tied it up at 20. Suns in this first quarter, 4 or 5 from the free throw line. They come in here at a record pace. A pace that they don't want to have, and that would be taking the fewest free throws of any team in NBA history.
Well, maybe we're just jealous that we have never been in GQ.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to ask me, but you've got a chance yet, Dan. Your chance is coming.
Keep saying Vucic, you're sexy.
Here comes Bryant down the middle. Has it batted away. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Pretty good defense that time. Kobe's had some tough sledding here.
Well, he's used to it. I mean, this is a guy who goes against 2 and 3 defenders every time he catches the ball.
Vucic will bring it in now. Into Odom, and boy, that will drive D'Antoni nuts.
Well, you know, I talked about that earlier. With that much time, you really want to watch Kobe Bryant. That time there was too much watching Kobe and left Lamar Odom wide open underneath the basket.
And as an end result, the Lakers have the lead after the first quarter, 22-21. Suns not shooting all that well, but there's been some good moments. And here's a great pass.
The French connection. Voulez-vous jouer avec moi? I don't know what I just said.
With Thunder Dan Marley, I'm Gary Bender. The 1-point lead now enjoyed by the Lakers. Sign up on Southwest.com to receive a weekly click and save email listing great travel specials, including our lowest available fares online. Of course, the big story this week occurred Wednesday night when Knicks forward Antonio Davis went into the stands to protect his wife. He's been suspended for 5 games, and Raja Bell had this reaction.
We're protecting our family like any man, woman, or would do for a kid or a sibling or a spouse. So when you see something like that, it's kind of fight or flight. You're just trying to protect what you love.
Gary, I agree with that. I think any guy would go up to the stands if you see your loved ones, but there's just no room for players to go up in the stands because even though Antonio handled himself perfectly in that situation, what if somebody in the crowd next to him threw a punch, hit him? Next thing you know, his teammates are up in the stands, then you got a brawl again. That's why I think everybody needs security like the Suns have right behind the bench. If I'm seeing somebody mess with a family member, I'm telling Kevin Tucker, go handle it. He can get there before I can, and that keeps the players out of it.
And I tell you, I would have him defend me anywhere, anytime, Kevin. But to get back to this, the precedent of a year ago, the basketball brawl has even increased in scrutiny, as you all know. But I think the fans here are a different breed. I mean, it's a great crowd, and as you mentioned, the security is extremely good. And I just can't imagine that happening here.
Well, I feel incredibly safe just sitting here with Sheila next
well, I thought you were going to say because of me. I'm disappointed. Here now is Eddie House, who's coming to the ball game here as we start the second quarter. They're going to try to double team the ball out of his hands to Barbosa. So Nash is out. Let's see how the Suns fare with the reigning MVP catching a breather on the bench. And we're going to have a foul inside. Kwame Brown is checked in the lineup now for the Lakers. And that will be Kwame Brown with the foul. Sheila, by the way, if you're wondering, is Sheila Simpson, our stage manager, who really has a battle keeping Dan, you know, behaving himself. How it comes to D out
now. Heck of a job.
She does. Luke Walton has come into the ball game now for the Lakers. And into the corner, it's going to be batted away. Suns ball with now 6 seconds on the shot clock.
And look with Nash out, the ball to go through Diaw a lot right there in the high post because he is the second best assist man on this team. Pick and rolls with Sean or trying to get House open on the weak side.
In this ball game, the Lakers have 10 second chance points. Suns with 6 fast break points. Inside it comes the House with 1 second. He just got it underway. And Kwame Brown, who started last night for the Lakers, replaced in the starting lineup by Devin George, comes down to the rebound. Here's Luke Walton, the former University of Arizona standout. Neither team shooting all that well. The Suns down at 36% now. Parker lost his balance and he traveled. No, they're going to call a foul. And that foul's going to go on Eddie House.
Wow.
I didn't see that one, did you?
No, I thought Smush just tripped over a line out there. I mean, don't understand that call.
That's called self-tackleization. As he goes crossed, and boy, that's a little nitpicky, isn't it? Off it comes now to Kwame Brown, who was the #1 pick in the draft coming out of high school in 2001. And Brown, spin move, able to go, and he just threw his shoe. His shoe came off. Here's Barbosa the other way. Boy, Barbosa, you turn your head, and he's at the other end.
Right, well, Kwame Brown did a good job. He didn't like his post position the first time, threw it out to Odom, got better position, and made a nice move. Like you said, spun right out of his shoes, but you're going to see the replay here. That gets it right back in, and with his size, just turns on Sean and lays it off the glass. Good move there. But what I like about Leandro is they got it out, and with his speed, just pushed it all the way down the floor and got to the free throw line.
And so Barbosa going to the free throw line. He's always been a reasonably good free throw shooter. 72, gets it to go. You know, Kwame Brown, getting back to him, Dan, he's the guy they traded for the Washington Wizards. They gave up Caron Butler and Chucky Atkins. He's never really put it together. He had 4 torturous seasons in D.C., and they think he's kind of like a 2-year project. They're hoping someday he will deliver.
Might be one of the biggest disappointments of a first player picked in the draft ever.
And here is Parker outside now, just underway in the second quarter play. Parker looked into Brown, elects to go out to Odom instead. 24-23, the Lakers. Inside to Kwame. Big 6'11", 23-year-old Luke Walton from the corner. Walton really struggled last night, missing all 4 of his shots. Doesn't get it here. Suns with a chance to take the lead. James Jones, we talked about him in the pregame show, how he has gone in stretches not shooting it well. They've been trying to run some plays for him. And according to Mike D'Antoni, he's been thinking too much before he shoots the ball. There's Diaw going inside, the follow away, and the rebound by Odom. So the Lakers hanging tough right now with Kobe Bryant on the bench. Off it comes to the corner. Vucevic picked up now by House. Dumps it in to Kwame Brown. Double teamed the ball. Suns very active defensively. There's a nice poke out by Jones. Saved by Parker. And Parker loads up the 3. And Dan, he's been shooting so well, surprising everyone. And there's a steal by Vucevic.
Well, Smush has had a good year shooting the ball from behind the arc, 39%, and then a lazy inbounds pass by the Suns.
And here goes Parker again. He could have gotten home for a push there. There was none. And Mike D'Antoni wanted the call. All of a sudden, the Lakers are up by 6.
He sure could really use that left arm to push off.
Here's House outside. Vucevic trying to stay with him. Into the corner goes Jones. He needs his first one to go, and that was not close.
This doesn't fare well for the Suns as the Lakers are doing this damage without Kobe Bryant on the floor.
Suns are 0 for 4 behind the line, and Parker is right now having his way with the Suns, and Mike D'Antoni is calling a timeout.
We talked about the Suns' defense of late. They've allowed over 100 points in the last 4 or 5 games and not showing too many good defensive possessions here of late.
So the Lakers are out of the chute effectively. Parker was 7 points, and he has scored the last 7 for the Lakers.
Well, Smush was here for a while, and he's doing damage back here in the arena. There, just a good give and go with Lute, and Lakers are taking control here early.
Lakers their biggest lead of the game. Suns have missed all 3 of their shots in the second quarter. It's time to Kia Watch and Win. Log on to Suns.com after the game and fill out the online entry form with tonight's leading score, and you could win a Jim Jackson autographed basketball. Plus, each of our winners this season will be entered into a drawing to win a new Kia Sportage, a versatile SUV with 6 airbags, traction control, and available V6 engine. Kia, the power to surprise. Log on to Suns.com for your chance to win. Hey, Dan, during that timeout, we were just talking. When Steve Nash sits down, something disappears for the Suns.
Yeah, you know, the Lakers are doing a better job without their MVP candidate, Kobe Bryant, on the floor, or not on the floor, and with Steve getting out, it seems like the ball really sticks for the Suns, and they're settling for some outside jump shooting. That's why I think Leandro and Diaw have to do a better job of controlling the tempo and get to the rim.
See, they hope if Barbosa coming back now, they can give Nash more breaks, maybe keep him around 35 to 38 minutes a game, but every time he goes out, it's obvious how much he's missed. Barbosa now will bring it up for the Suns. 9 minutes to go in this first half. The Lakers are their biggest lead of the game. Barbosa goes baseline, poked away, 14 on the shot clock.
I'd like to be on the PGA Tour, but that's not going to happen either. So they need Nash on the floor as much as possible. As good as Leandro Barbosa is, Steve Nash needs to be on the floor to make this offense click.
Well, you could be on the PGA Tour. Aren't you a scratch golfer? I mean,
Champions Tour.
Champions Tour, right.
When I get
all the majors.
If I get 50. Which is highly unlikely.
8:55 to go, 14 on the shot clock. Diaw brings it out to Barbosa. Barbosa, nice little crossover, clears, not able to hit it. And the Suns continue to struggle shooting the ball, now down to 32%. 31-23, they've missed all 4 of their shots here in this quarter. Pulisic brings it out to Parker. So the Lakers have been able to increase their lead with Kobe on the bench, and Pulisic has helped again. Pulisic able to nail it, and it's a 10-point lead.
And that triangle offense really promotes ball movement. Everybody from the Lakers touching it and getting good shots.
Here's House, tried to feed baseline Thomas, he saves it. James Jones on a runner, and a kind of a flat shot, but it went in.
It went, that's right, though. But I like the idea that he put it on the floor and got into the paint.
When you're not shooting well, that's a good way to get started, isn't it? Suns not able to cut into any of this lead with Kobe. When he left, the Lakers were leading by 1, and now have cut it only to 8 as Walton from outside, and Luke Walton, who struggles with his shooting, hits it. And right now, the Lakers are playing very well. Back to a 10-point lead. From the corner, House now. Eddie will get it going. That's a 2. Eddie House, he needs a hot hand. Somebody needs to jumpstart the Suns.
Right, he's the right guy. We've seen it so many times come in here and lift this team up, and we need it right here as this Phoenix Suns team's a little dead.
And Pulisic not able to get it to go. Boris Diaw comes down with a rebound. Diaw still looking to score in this game, and there he is again. Eddie House, crowd known the three-point zone, and Fulton Holmes donates $150 to Suns Charities.
Sometimes it just takes one shot for him to get hot.
And he did not shoot well on the road. It was interesting. He only hit 31% of his shots on the road, averaged 6 points. But here tonight, he's already been able to hit 5. Pulisic outside. Inside 7 minutes to go. Walton backing in on Jones. And the shot clock expires. And they're going to take it side out. Roger Bell will come back in for the Suns. He'll replace Boris Diaw. So it'll be Thomas, Barbosa, Bell, along with Jones and Eddie House. Interesting lineup right now for Mike D'Antoni. Barbosa now brings it into the wing area to Roger Bell. You can see the Suns still not shooting well. 3 of 7. House has started to heat it up, though. In it comes to Thomas. Vucevic comes down with a rebound.
That's what I like about House's game. He didn't force that when he realized that Kurt Thomas had a small man on him, backed it up and gave him a nice pass from the post.
Here's Kwame Brown trying to track it down in the corner. The Lakers last year really struggled as they missed the playoffs, winning only 34 games, and then the spin move by Lamar Odom, and it's back up to 7-point lead. And Barbosa trying to make a pay, goes in, blocked, rejected. Nice spin move by Odom. Lamar Odom showing his open court ability to smush Parker. Rebound is cleared by Jones. The Lakers have come out here with some fire in this back-to-back game, and there's Eddie House. And speaking of fire, he has scored 7 points in 6 minutes.
Yeah, we'll answer for our own little fires. House is getting it done here, but you're right. Odom is great in open court and went to his right a few times there, and everybody says this guy just goes mainly to his left.
So 13 points, but 7 of those bench points coming from House, who jump-started the Sun. Odom from outside with a 3. House comes down with a rebound. Eddie House, when he scores late in the games, 8+ points. They have an 8-1 record, but he's going here in the first half. And House has ignited the Suns. 9 points.
And you don't talk much about that part of his game, but he handles the ball so well. That time splitting the pick and went all the way to the basket with the finger roll. And House has got this place erupting.
He really does. He has scored the last 9 points. He's ignited the crowd. He's jump-started the Suns, and they needed something because right now this team was not getting it done before 50 came in.
Splits it with the finger roll.
Eddie House has scored 9 of the Suns' 13 second-quarter points. He's jump-started the team. Now you have 101 million reasons to play Powerball. Saturday's Powerball jackpot, an estimated $101 million. Check for the winning numbers at ArizonaLottery.com. It's time now for the Powerball Power Play, and guess who? Eddie House.
Well, we know about his jump shooting, and he continues to get to the basket with the finger roll. So House once again comes in and gets this rather lethargic Phoenix Suns team here early to get up and start playing better. And hopefully now Kobe will stay on the bench and Eddie House can take over the rest of the period.
Eddie House has come in here and he's the difference maker. 9 points in 7 minutes, 4 of 5 shooting. And now Steve Nash will re-enter the game along with Marion, House, Kurt Thomas in the lineup along with Roger Bell.
Kobe's back.
And Kobe is back. Tell you what, lethargic was a good word, my friend. The Suns were lethargic.
I have a thesaurus right here.
Do you? Well, you're just, that's education that you got. The triple was, there's Odom, didn't get that shot to go, and out it comes down to Nash. 37-34, Lakers have the lead. Their biggest lead has been 10. Here's Marion, dumps it off to House. Here he goes again with a 3. He got it. And Eddie House is proud to own the three-point zone. And Fulton Holmes donates another $150 to Suns charity. How about the guy from Arizona State?
Coach D'Antoni's not stupid. They came down and ran that play. Eddie House did a great job of running his man off the screen, and he's hot.
Vucevic brings it in, a 12-2 run now for the Suns. They've tied it up at 37. Odom out to Vucevic. They bring it in to Devin George. George with the 3. Marion comes down to the rebound. Back they come the other way, and you know they're aware of number 50 now. House trying to create inside. That time he tried to lead. Kurt Thomas led him too far, and that'll be the first turnover against the Suns.
House had the right idea. He wanted Kurt to roll to the basket. Kurt that time popped back, and the ball went out of bounds.
Boy, this is an interesting game. Suns have 2 of their starters really haven't been contributing that many points. It's House that's off the bench. He's the big story at 12. And other than that, Marion has 8, and everyone else is 3 or 4 points. Here's Kobe, and Kobe now has bumped it up to double figures.
Yeah, it didn't take him long to get back in the action as he came off the pick and nailed the jump shot.
Kobe 5 of 11 for the field. Kurt Thomas, handoff to House. Vucevic trying to stay with him. House left it a little short. Saved by Marion. Look at the hustle by the Matrix.
Hustle is right, just really outworked Kwame Brown for that rebound.
Got a mismatch now inside. Thomas got loose because Brown came out on Nash, and Thomas with a chance at a three-point play.
That's got to be Kurt's game here tonight. When he can rolls to the basket instead of popping back, he usually gets the basket. And there, wide open underneath. Another great bounce pass by Steve Nash. Catches it and lays it in and gets fouled.
Number 31, Chris Smith returns to the Lakers line for number 54, Kwame Brown.
So now Thomas going to the line as Kurt this year from the free throw line, shooting 81%. Hey, come explore the new Verizon Wireless Jungle on level 4 of the U.S. Airways Center at all Suns home games. Tons of fun for the kids and adults alike. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you. 40-39, Suns now with the lead. Their biggest lead has been 2. As we mentioned earlier, the Lakers led by as many as 10. Chris Mim has come back in the ball game now for the guys from Tinseltown. Odom tried to pass it in. Look at Marion. Is he something? He came in here with 71 steals at the start of the night, which was 7th in the league. Nash will back it out. 3 minutes to go in this first half. He has 3 blocks and 2 steals, John Marion does. Thomas again, and he gets a roll.
Man, is it nice to play with Steve Nash. Came off the pick there, and that time Kurt popped back, and Steve with a beautiful behind the back bounce pass.
The biggest lead of the game now for the Suns, up by 3. Pulisic brings it off now to Odom. Odom in the early going has scored 8 points. Swinging around. Pulisic picked up by House. 6 on the shot clock. Kobe's going to launch. Here's a 3. And the rebound by Marion. Marion now with 6 rebounds in the game. This guy has just been sensational this year. 29 times he's had 10-plus rebounds this year. Roger Bell has Kobe all over him. Into the corner goes to Nash. 9 on the shot clock. Devin George tried to stop him. Nash goes in and he is fouled. Was that pretty or what? He went on that baseline so quickly. I don't think Devin George knew what hit him.
No, just undressed Devin George with the left hand, and Lakers trying to get over there, but they fouled him. And you're going to see Nash at his best as he gets into the lane, and a beautiful behind-the-back bounce pass. Kurt Thomas drops in another jumper. The Suns making a run here at the end of the second quarter.
Suns in the last 5-22 have outscored the Lakers 17-4. Here's what's on tap for the Phoenix Suns. Brought to you by Bud Light. Refreshingly smooth. Bud Light, always worth it. Upcoming Suns home games, Seattle. That's on UPN at 6 o'clock on Sunday. Saturday against the Bulls and the T-Wolves. And the big ticket will be here. And then the Memphis Grizzlies, who have been playing very good basketball on February 8th. For tickets, call 1-800-4NBA-TICKS or log on to suns.com.
Nothing like a cool Bud Light at 9:36.
Don't remind me of the time. I mean, I'm trying to not remind myself how late this game will
late
be.
games kill you, Gary.
I know. That's what happens. As
It's what happens when you get our age, Gary.
you can see, yeah, our age. Thank you for incorporating yourself into that. You saw that figure on Nash, number 1 in the NBA. He has missed this year only 10 free throws. There's Phil Jackson. He's won 9 NBA titles. Kobe Bryant's not able to hit it. Phil Jackson in a rebuilding mode, trying to, as he said, return the Lakers to their glory years. As after Shaq was traded away, this team's disintegrated last year. Kobe Bryant could not do it by himself. George inside to Odom. Odom with the left hand, and Marion playing tough defense. Mim overshoots it. And the rebound comes out to Nash. Chris Mim tonight is 1 of 6 from the field. 44-39. Suns with their biggest lead of the game. Nash with a 3. Count it! Nash proud to own the three-point zone, and Fulton Holmes donates another $150 to Suns charity. So the Suns now starting to heat up behind the line.
Devin George must have forgot who he was guarding as he tried to go underneath that pick and roll. Steve Nash stopped and hit the 3.
Nash with 9, and there's Odom, so long. It's 6'10", just reached over that left hand.
So talented.
47-41. 2 years ago, the Miami Heat, he was outstanding. Then came over in the Shaq trade to the Lakers. There's House at time missing. And Mim comes down with the rebound. Eddie House tonight now is 5 of 8 from the field. And we're going to have a foul as going to call that one on Roger Bell. And Bell, who has been really hanging tough with Kobe, picking up his second foul of the night. And that's the first in the last 2 minutes as Barbosa will come in and Bell will come out of the game. Bell talking to Malloy, the referee, complaining about the call. As you know, these two guys in the first meeting really got after each other.
I heard there was a tussle.
We'll see that before the night's over.
We might, Rabbit. We might.
Smush Parker now brings it off to Odom. 10 on the shot clock. Double team on Kobe. Gets it back with 7. Kobe, he's going to shoot this regardless.
Oh, come on.
Bailed out. I mean bailed out. There was nothing going, and they call the foul. That'll be on Marion. His second.
Sean should be upset. Sean did a great job not only deflecting the first pass, but then recovering and getting his hands up as Kobe tried to draw the contact on a jump shot. Didn't get it. He's going to try to draw contact here. Sean's going to fly by him. Just an awful call. Terrible.
He didn't even make contact.
Terrible call.
It was Kobe's elbow that made the contact.
Flushed his jersey. Kobe was trying to make contact. Sean totally avoided it.
Yeah. So now Kobe gets the first free throw. I guess when you're playing the way you are, you get the calls. And Kobe certainly got one there, and he gets the bounce. He gets both free throws.
That guy doesn't need much help.
No, he doesn't. 12 points now for Kobe. Look at Nash. Wheels up the floor. Back out it comes down to Barbosa. Nash now looks up with 15 on the shot clock. 20 seconds left in the first half. 47-43 Suns. Nash, beautiful feed to Thomas and Kurt with the left hand.
Beautiful feed, like you said, and even a greater shot by Kurt Thomas running off the wrong leg with the left hand.
6 assists now for Steve Nash. Crowd still booing over that terrible call against Marion. And Bryant misses as the buzzer sounds. And this first half ends with a fired up crowd. The Suns outscore the Lakers in the second quarter, 28-21.
And Gary, credit Eddie House for getting this crowd into it and his team back in this game as they were reeling and then the house caught fire.
The house turned it. He had 12 points in this first half. As a moment ago, Steve Nash with one of those patented passes of his, setting up Thomas. Kurt taking it to the hole. And Tom will be coming up at halftime. At the break, the Suns up 49-43 with Thunder Dan Marley. I'm Gary Bender, and you look at this game, it turned when Eddie House came in, scored 12 points in 12 minutes. And in the last 7:51, they outscored the Lakers 24-8. It was not consequential that he came in and turned it.
No, they were reeling. Kobe Bryant was on the bench. Steve Nash was on the bench. And the Lakers kind of took over the game. Eddie House comes in and lights a fire underneath this crowd and the Phoenix Suns, and they closed it out well. The Suns did a very good job on Kobe Bryant, Raja Bell, and you can't expect him to stay that quiet all game long.
I agree with you. It's time to check the Jack in the Box inside the box score. Well, you don't make it till you order it. You can see both teams shooting about the same. The free throws, Phoenix for once, and you don't see this very often, has been to the line more than their opponent.
No, you sure don't, but that fast break points, I think that's big. The Suns want to continue to push the ball, get out on the break, and get some easy baskets. Done a good job there, and rebounding-wise, did a very good job. Both teams, well, the Suns have 21 rebounds, Lakers 22, so very close in that category.
Well, you heard a moment ago Coach Phil Weber talking about the defense that Raja Bell has done on Kobe Bryant, and this goes back to the first meeting this year back in November when the two of them really got after each other.
I heard they had a tussle.
Yeah, and we're going to show it right now.
Well, Raja is getting under everybody's skin, and Kobe was the blunt of this one, and Kobe didn't like it very much and gave him that extra push. Raja came away with the bloody lip. But so far tonight, Raja getting the better of Kobe. It's hard to say when a guy has 12 points at the half, but this is a guy that's been averaging about over 40 here the last 5 or 6 games. Yeah, and he's taken 14 shots. He's hit only 5. He missed all 3 of his shots behind the line. In fact, the Lakers in that first half, Dan, hit only 1 of 8 behind the three-point line. Now, they are not a great three-point shooting team. They come in here 25th in the league, averaging 34%. But Kobe obviously is capable of lighting it up from out there. And you know who played well is Lamar Odom. He had 10 points and 10 rebounds, so he really stepped it up in the absence of Kobe, if you can call it an absence. So you always fear that all of a sudden Kobe will go on one of those Kobe Bryant runs. Sean Marion brings it into Nash. How about Sean Marion? His numbers
7 rebounds, 2 steals, 4 blocks, 8 points. I mean, just an interesting stat line in the first half. Barbosa starting the second half, and Kurt Thomas able to nail that. So Barbosa in the lineup now as we start the second half of play.
Well, it's not a big surprise. Barbosa was starting, and before he got that knee hurt, he looks like he's got a lot of confidence in playing well. Why not get him some more minutes?
He replaces Diaw, who did not score in that first half. Diaw took only 2 shots. Parker brings it out to Kobe and to Odom. You talked about Odom. He was solid in that first half. Left it short. Marion played some good D. Up it comes to Nash. Nash with 6 assists and now giving 7 as he sets up the matrix.
Sets up by coming down. Looked like he's going to stop and pull up and hit that three-pointer, but he hit a cutting Sean Marion.
Biggest lead of the game now for the Suns, up by 10 as we begin this third quarter. Odom looking in, gets a screen from Chris Mim. Out it comes to George. Parker inside, beautiful pass to Chris Mim. I tell you, Parker has found a home in L.A.
You know, not only a beautiful pass, but Mim did such a good job getting position in the paint, and then Parker delivered the pass.
And Barbosa with the 3 ball, and Barbosa proud to own the 3-point zone. Fulton Homes donates another $150 to Suns Charities. And we've got a foul on Kobe Bryant pushing off on Raja Bell away from the ball.
Raja established his position early. Kobe tried to root him out of the post, got caught for the offensive foul.
I'm going to tell you, I think Raja is under the skin of Kobe a little bit, and that's not surprising. Kobe Bryant picking up the foul, his second of the night. Here's Marion with a 2. Rebound by Chris Mim. Mim has played a solid game tonight. 7 rebounds, 6 points in the game. Odom now will back it out to Parker. Parker thought about a 3. Devin George, who started tonight in place of Kwame Brown, can't get it. Marion with yet another rebound. 9 for the night. Look at Nash fly down the middle of the floor. Ball batted away. They say it's off of Steve. It'll be Laker ball.
You see Marion first getting the rebound, and he gets it out to Nash. I'm just going to keep running. Steve's going to go, no, I'm not going to shoot it there, Sean. And you got to find him in transition.
Man, is he something. You look at Nash. He is the only player in the league to be averaging in double figures in assists. And we mentioned in the new year he's averaged over 14 assists. And it's just getting better every time he comes on the floor. So much fun to watch. Kobe Bryant for the baseline, can't get it. Nash comes down to it. Here he comes again, the field general. The best playmaker in the NBA. Gets a screen from Thomas. Count it, a 2.
Well, the great thing about Steve Nash is he's so patient. If he doesn't have the break, he keeps the dribble alive. He waited for Kurt Thomas to come on the trail. He set a good pick. He stopped and hit the jump shot.
Phil Jackson's upset. He calls a timeout. Nash has them rolling. 9-2. They've outscored the Lakers in this quarter.
Going to set up Smush, comes off the screen. He goes under, and he's going to make you pay all the time. Suns with a nice start to this third quarter.
Suns that come storming out here in the third quarter. Lead at 58-45, and Steve Nash forced Phil Jackson to call a timeout.
I don't know what Smush is thinking here. About 15 feet away, tries to go underneath the screen, and Steve's going to kill you every time, especially from that range. So they're going to have to figure out Nash. He's not only killing him with his points, but his assists.
Well, the Suns have a special ticket offer for you tonight. The first 100 fans who purchase the 5-game Suns Stretch Run ticket pack will receive this authentic Suns basketball free. You can save $25 off of single-game pricing, and the basketball has a retail value of $15. That's a $40 value, Suns fans. So call 602-379-SUNS to secure your seats to watch the Suns heat up against the Rockets, Clippers, Trailblazers, Mavericks, and Hornets. That's 602-379-SUNS.
Incredible.
You can see they've outscored the Lakers 33-10 since trailing by 10. They have really turned us around. And you can go back to when Eddie House ignited the crowd. Here's Chris Mim, turnaround jumper, and Mim, high arching shot. John Marion is 1 rebound away from his 30th double-double of the year.
The Suns are content to make the other Lakers beat him. Kobe's only attempted 1 shot here in the second half.
I think Raja Bell can be credited with a lot of that. Here's Thomas set up by Nash, and Parker comes down to the rebound. So Phil Jackson calling timeout, trying to regroup. And there is a beautiful pass from Bryant into Mim, and Mim now has scored 4 straight points.
Well, Mim scored that because 3 guys stopped Kobe Bryant and surrounded him, but nobody from the Suns was able to get down and pick up Mim underneath the basket.
Kobe Bryant with 12 points in the game after that 51-point performance last night against Sacramento. Nash goes inside. Parker fouled him.
Well, Smush had success the first time the Suns played the Lakers with reaching in and stealing the ball from Nash, and now he's trying to rely on it here. And that's not going to happen too many times as Nash has used his body and got all the way to the rim.
So Nash will go to the line. He's 2 of 2. So coming into the game tonight, Nash had hit 145 of 155 free throws. He's number 1 in the league at 94%. Able to hit that one. Suns up by 10. Their biggest lead has been 13. Steve Nash, the first since Magic Johnson to average 18 points and have 11 assists a game. Just shows you how good Magic was. And Nash right now second in the balloting of the Western Conference among all guards. Headed to his 4th All-Star appearance. Here's Mim, not able to get this one. Look at Marion taken out of there. Sean Marion now has another double-double. As Barbosa to Bell. Bell with the 2. He was inside the line. What a beautiful feed from Barbosa.
Well, that's one of those plays you thought Barbosa should have laid it in. Had an easy layup. Instead found Bell, who luckily knocked it down. But you want Leandro to finish that near the basket.
I'm going to tell you, Barbosa is about 3 clicks faster than anybody out here on the floor. Here's Kobe Bryant, and he's trying to get it going. And right now, it's not happening. Bodies hit the floor. Thomas picks himself up. Barbosa back the other way. 7:42 to go in the 3rd. And that ball deflected out. It'll be the Suns' ball. Look at this play by Barbosa.
Yeah, he's going to go up, and I think maybe he thought he was going to get undercut or something and didn't think he could finish. He gets all the way to the basket. Instead of fishing right there, he finds Raja Bell was just inside the 3.
Out it comes to Nash. Kobe Bryant, by the way, has missed all 4 of his 3-point attempts tonight. And here's Bell, and he's hit 2 in a row. And it's now 64-49, and the Suns are cruising right now.
And if Kobe has any weakness at all, it's from the 3. He shoots 33%, which isn't terrible, but he's so good inside the arc and getting to the paint. That's where you want to make him shoot the basketball.
I tell you, Raja Bell is inside the jersey of Kobe Bryant. He is having a tough time getting open. And there they try to get it to him. And Marion deflects it. Odom is trying to feed him. Back to Barbosa. Cross court. Nash. Good ball movement. A 3 by Marion. And not there. And we're going to have a foul against Kurt Thomas.
That was a good call. Kurt had his hands on the small Mim's back, pushing on the offensive rebound. But Sean has been so active on the defensive end. You see Sean with the 3 there, and Kurt's going to be underneath. Gave him a little shove. Good call by the referee there. But Sean has been so active on the defensive side of the ball. He's deflected 5 or 6 passes already.
Yeah, and he has 3 steals, Dan, to back up what you're saying. See the Suns shooting very well here in the 3rd quarter. They have bumped it up to the 64-49 lead. You keep thinking maybe Bryant will get started. If he doesn't, it may be a long night for the Lakers, as there Devin George is fouled as he tries to take it to the hole.
Well, Mim recognized the double team right away, and nobody picked up Devin George underneath the basket.
Guess who it's on? Thomas. Kurt Thomas picking up a couple of quick fouls here. And so George will go to the line. Devin George, the guy who was a first-round pick back in '98. He won 3 championship rings in his first 3 years in the league. He probably thought that's what he's going to be all his life.
Lucky guy.
Yep. As George hits a free throw, 14-point lead now for the Suns. Their biggest has been 15. George got his 4th start of the year tonight, and he gets both free throws to go. 6:43 to go here in the 3rd. Nash, thus far in the ball game with 8 assists, 13 points in the game. Brings it out to Thomas. Kurt Thomas a moment ago picking up his 3rd foul. Here is Sean Marion, brings it out to Nash. 8 on the shot clock. Nash going to make that move. Inside he goes. They're going to have to shoot it. 2 seconds. 1. They didn't get it on.
That's just Steve Nash being too unselfish there. With the shot clock running down, again, he got all the way to the rim. Thought he should have laid it up instead, trying to find his teammates.
And when Nash goes in and he looks like he's going to go to the hole, you just see all those jerseys collapsing on him, and he kicked it outside, but the Suns were not aware of the shot clock. And it comes now to Devin George. George will back it in, and air ball. Thomas comes up with it. Barbosa hits the deck. Out it comes out of Bell. 3 for Raja. And the rebound is going to be cleared now by Odom. Ryan not touching the ball that much, is he, Dan?
No, he must be saving it up for the whole fourth quarter because he hasn't done anything here in the third.
Give some credit to the defense by Raja Bell again. He's been tracking him all night long. That ball's going to be kicked, so they'll take it side out. They'll put 14 on the shot clock. I mean, Kobe has taken 16 shots in the game, which, you know, that's way below what he usually does. And you can see his average and what he scored thus far.
And I agree. Raja's done a fantastic job on him, but Kobe's such a talented player. If he wants to get shots up, he's going to get them up.
So for the first time, Brian Cook will come into the ball game. Odom and Mim will leave. Also, Luke Walton checks back in. Brian Cook is a very good outside shooter, former first-round pick out of Illinois. George brings it out to Walton. Boy, the Lakers right now really struggling to score. And as I say that, Parker just buries a 3. Back to a 10-point game. They now are 2 of 10 behind the line. Parker in double figures with 10 points. Nash the other way. Tough break on the shot. Rebound by George. Here's Kobe. He's going to just bring it down the floor. If he can't get the ball to him, he says, I'll just set it up. Here's Parker again. He thought about it. He's going to shoot again. And this time the rebound by Thomas. Look at Nash. Surveys the floor. Marion just goes flying down the middle and draws the foul.
That's just remarkable how Sean just gets in the middle of the floor and outruns everybody.
I tell you, between Barbosa and Marion, there's nobody can run the floor like those guys.
Just get it to Steve Nash. You just find Sean Marion. He's out ahead of everybody and gets all the way to the basket.
Marion at the line. He is 4 of 4 from the stripe. Has another double-double, 30 double-doubles, which means now for 6 seasons in a row he's had at least 30 double-doubles. As Thomas comes out and Boris Diaw will come in. You can see what he's done thus far. This guy was second in the league in double-doubles at the start of the night. You know, the Lakers, we showed you that graphic earlier, as a team had only 25 double-doubles. I mean, it just shows you what kind of a year Marion's having. 12 points for Sean. 66-54 Phoenix. Here's Bryant going in, and a difficult shot. Rebound by Marion. Marion ahead to Barbosa. Boy, the Suns get down the floor in a hurry. And there's Bell with the 3. Count it. Roger with the 3 ball. Bell proud to own the 3-point zone. Fulton Holmes donates another $150 to Suns charities.
He does such a good job of spacing the floor and moving the ball, and the open guy gets the open shot.
Boy, Bell is having another big night. 11 points, but give a lot of the credit to the Suns' success on his defense. Out it comes now. Cook from outside, just buried a 3.
That's what that guy does for his size. A terrific outside shooter. Shoots almost 43% from the 3-point line.
He can shoot it. He was the Big Ten Player of the Year at Illinois. We're going to have a foul now. It's going to be on Bryant. It'll be his 3rd. Well, Kobe has really been, I wouldn't say in a disappearing act, but he certainly has not been the player that you expected him to be. I mean, he's been very mortal here tonight.
They're only 5 for 17, but the scary thing is if the Lakers are able to hang around here, you know he'll probably try to come alive in the 4th.
I tell you, Parker's played well. That was blocked that time remarkably well. Sean Marion came back, blocked the shot, and they're going to end up with a basketball.
Well, he ran down Smoosh Parker, used that athletic ability, got up there, blocked that shot. Suns basketball.
That's 5 blocks now for Sean Marion.
Sean gets all the way down. It doesn't really block it, but causes Smoosh to throw it up off the rim.
It worked. 69-57, Suns with the lead. Timeout. The Suns getting another great performance from the double-double guy, Sean Marion. Bell has been superb.
It's been unbelievable. First on the defense end, and he's going to give to Nash, get it back, and ring that bell 3 times.
Suns with a solid 3rd quarter, up 69-57, just over 4 minutes left. You check the shooting in this ball game. The Suns started out a little slowly, but look what they've done since in the 2nd and 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at who's getting the job done. Brought to you by Jobbing.com. Local jobs, fresh jobs, real jobs. Find them on Jobbing.com. And this guy, Raja Bell's getting the job done.
He's getting the job done, not only doing a good job on Kobe. See, they're fronting him in the post, the tip of the Nash, but then running the floor, gets to the three-point line and knocks it in. And then coming off, open jump shot there. Then again, spotting up behind the line and knocking down those open jump shots. So Raja Bell doing a good job on Kobe, but shooting the ball well in the offensive end.
And I tell you, the Suns have really gotten out started running. They are leading in fast break points 17-4. And here's one of the reasons. Barbosa just flies up the floor. Out to Marion. Marion with a double-double. Steve Nash is 1 assist away from a double-double. That ball kicked. And so they'll set the shot clock to 14 seconds. So the Suns have come out of the chute here in the third quarter with great energy. And they've got the tempo to this game where they like it. And it comes to Diao. Diao still looking to score in the ball game. Kicks it out now to Barbosa. Barbosa, the floater off the glass. Look at Marion. Almost pulled off a miraculous follow. And he's going to get the foul. Loose ball foul. That was an amazing effort by Shawn Marion.
I mean, look how high he gets up on the first attempt. Then watch how quick he goes up. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. Walton gets called on the foul, and that's Matrix being the Matrix.
I tell you, the Matrix got a look on his face, doesn't he? 12 points, 12 rebounds, 5 blocks. I mean, it just continues on. 3 steals. Bell goes in, and we have a blocking foul on Cook.
What a beautiful move by Raja. Left Kobe just standing there wondering what happened.
Right now, the Suns are really taking it to the Lakers. I mean, they are absolutely pounding them.
It's just great up fake on Kobe Bryant. Gets all the way to the basket and gets fouled. And talking about Kobe, I mean, he's 5 for 17, has no rebounds and only 2 assists. So you can't do much better job than that.
And Bell has also contributed on the offensive end. He has 12 points. That was a 15 foul against the Lakers. Suns have committed 2. You can see the Suns very unfamiliar territory. More free throw attempts than the opponent. And now they've missed only 1 here tonight. 16 of 17. Right now the Suns are playing with great energy, and the Lakers look like they are a little bit stunned by what's going on.
Overtime game last night.
Yeah, I think you're right. Very good point. Here's Kobe now, and Kobe from the corner, not able to get it. Look at Marion go up again, kept it alive. Here comes Nash the other way. Look at this pass to Marion. Oh, is that beautiful?
And a good job by Shawn to be able to control his body and lay it up off the glass as Smush Parker was trying to take the charge.
So that is a double-double now again for Steve Nash. 19 fast break points. Walton from outside. Lakers are launching, and the Suns are just absolutely carving up this Lakers team. 73-57 left to go, and that's going to be a foul. Going to have a moving screen. It's going to be on Shawn Marion. Eddie House will come in, and Barbosa will lead.
You're going to see Nash with a beautiful wraparound pass with the left hand, and Smush tries to get over there, and Shawn avoids him enough and lays it off the glass.
Suns right now are playing at a great pace. Just doing everything well. Vucevic has come back into the ballgame. You see they're shooting well. Up it comes to Bryant. Kobe goes baseline, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Kobe. And we've got a technical as well. And the technical. Kobe with the tee, and Kobe frustrated, and that just brought it to the forefront.
He's very frustrated. Been shooting a lot of jumpers here early. That time tried to be aggressive, and Raja moves his feet and takes the charge, and Kobe is very frustrated. Thank you, Raja Bell.
Well, Kobe in the first game had 39 points, but he had to work hard to get it. Tonight he has only 12. Nash will shoot the technical. In this quarter, Kobe is 0 for 4. I mean, this has been a remarkable third quarter. And Phil Jackson, in dismay, watching his Lakers, after losing in overtime last night, get their head handed to them right now with 2:22 left to go in the third. Here's Boris Diaw. Passes out to Bell. Bell will try it. A 3! Count it! Bell Pound on the three-point zone. Phone home's another $150 to Suns charities. The 6th 3 of the night.
Big Raja has having any fun tonight?
He is absolutely having a great time as Bryant misses again. Marion with his 13th rebound of the night. Bell was 2 for 4 behind the line. Look at Marion. Suns are right now just having a great time. They're enjoying themselves. And at 48 left in the third. Pulisic comes back the other way. He thought about it, dumps it off to Cook. Cook gets Diaw into the air and swiped by House. House is the guy that turned this game around for the Suns in the first half. 12 points in 12 minutes. Here comes Eddie floating, feeds it inside to Diaw, and Diaw still hasn't scored in this game. He is now 0 for 3. Off it comes to Parker. Bryant will go again, and he hits the 3 ball. Kobe trying to take out some frustration right now.
I tell you, want him to take those shots, so you can tell he may be a little tired because he's not trying to go to the hole.
Kobe now with 15 points in the game. His first 3's made. He's 1 of 5 tonight from the corners. Marion, his 3 not there. Kobe comes down to the rebound. 57 seconds left in this quarter. Bryant again, same spot, not the same result. Nash back the other way. Steve Nash, 14 points, 10 assists in the ball game. Also 7 rebounds. Nash is a scoring high career-wise, assist-wise, and rebound-wise at the start of the night. Off it comes down to Cook. Cook to Bryant, and he barely got that shot off.
Well, he's going to go up for the lob. Cook, instead of throwing the lob to a bullet pass, Bryant, a good job of catching that ball and landing it in.
So with 22 seconds left, about 4 seconds difference between the game and the shot clock. Nash outside now will make his move at about the 8-second mark. Here he goes. 7. Goes around Parker. Creates for Bell. 3. They're going to have to shoot it. 2. Nash just got it off, but didn't get much of an effort. And so a stop that time by the Lakers. And with 2.7 seconds, they'll get the ball. Mike D'Antoni looking for the 109th win of his career here with the Suns. Suns have been unbeaten at home, 5-0 in the new year. Trying to go 2-0 against the Lakers. In it comes to Cook. Cook with 2 seconds tries his shot, and that will bring us to the end of a very good third quarter. The Suns outscore the Lakers 28-19.
You're right. They came out of that second half, first half, did a fantastic job. Everybody on the floor. Raja Bell defensively shooting the ball. Steve Nash is dribbling. Sean Marion doing his usual stuff.
And so the Suns trying to win their 6th straight at home to go to 26-13 on the year. Raja Bell has been big on both ends of the floor. Ready for the fourth quarter. Raja Bell had 12 points in that third quarter. The Spirit of Service stat of the game is brought to you by Quest, where service makes all the difference. And here's an interesting story. Kobe Bryant, the start of the night, leading the NBA in scoring. Allen Iverson second. LeBron James is third. And you have to go all the way back to 81-82, Dan. The last time they had 3 30-plus scores. George Gervin, Moses Malone, and Adrian Dantley.
Well, I think that's going to happen this year. These guys are going to continue to score. LeBron James continues to get better with his development of his outside shot. Allen Iverson is incredible what he does at his size. And then this guy, maybe not tonight, but has been unbelievable all year long. And you know, the telling stat to me on this game is the Suns are 17 of 18 from the free throw line. 18 times they've been the free throw line.
Yep, that's a stat you don't see in their favor. Not shooting percentage-wise, because they come in here third in the NBA at 79%. But they just don't get to the line. I mean, if you look at it, Dan, this year, they have averaged only 18 free throw attempts a game.
And they're there right now.
Yes, they are. And moving inside is Lamar Odom. So the Lakers, you figure they got maybe one more push left in them. And for the first time of the game now, we see Devin Green, number 11, a rookie out of Hampton, who's coming to the ball game. And here's House clearing behind a screen, and the rebound is cleared by Green, a 6'7" rookie. He's only played, this will be his 15th game. He was a free agent. Out it comes to Cook. Bill Jackson trying to find somebody to give him some points. There's Bryant from the corner. Look out. That's a three. And all of a sudden, they're coming back. 77-67. Kobe now with 20 points.
That's the danger of a guy like Kobe. He may have an off game for 3 quarters, but if you get it going, they're only down by 10.
And Barbosa's fouled as he tries to wheel inside. It's going to be on Green, the rookie who just checked in. LA now on a 10-0 run. If you go back to that last quarter, as Bell will inbound from the side. A lot of time left in this one. Barbosa now with Green all over him. Green, a good-looking player. Here comes Barbosa inside. Lost the handle. Off it comes to Bryant against the Suns. Their 11th turnover. Kobe doesn't get it. Boy, if he'd hit that, that might have concerned D'Antoni.
Yeah, you're glad to see that one thing going.
Here's Eddie House, who had 12 points in 12 minutes in that first half. He really jump-started what was, as Dan put it, a lethargic Suns team. Here's Marion for a 2, and he nailed it. 79-67. Marion with 16 points to go with his 14 rebounds.
The guy's got 4 block shots and 3 steals. All around great game for Sean.
Here's Green now trying to take Barbosa inside, and Barbosa will not allow it. 12 on the shot clock. Green from the corner. Dumps it into Odom. 7 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Vucevic goes in. I don't know what he was trying to do. He just ran over somebody. I don't know how he can complain about that. That was a big collision.
That was great defense by the Suns, double teaming Lamar Odom and then scrambling and getting over. Barbosa takes the charge. Good hustle by Leandro. Come all the way from the weak side, gets in the way.
Took a pretty good shot there, didn't he? As now the Suns coming to the offensive end. Barbosa running the team now with Nash getting a breather for the stretch run. Out to House. Vucevic comes out on him. Look at this spin move by Eddie House. Whoa! Eddie House now with 14 points. 81-67. Kobe Bryant has scored 7 of the last 10 points for the Lakers. Goes in, and he'll go to the line. So Kobe is trying to make a last gasp effort here for the Lakers.
You're going to see this great move by Eddie House. This is a guy that you just think about his catch and shoot ability here. Just spins on that pivot foot, puts it down once, and nothing but net. And House has just been on fire here. And Kobe, for one of the few times tonight, puts the ball on the floor and gets the free throw line. Yeah, and Kobe Bryant is 3rd in the league in free throw attempts. And he's taken only 3 tonight, and he's hit all 3. Dan, to go back to your point, Eddie House seemingly, his game just evolving more and more every night. Well, you know, he's getting a lot of playing time, and we look at him as a jump shooter, but I am so impressed that not only the way he handles the basketball, but defensively, he's one of those guys who just fights you the whole way down the floor.
Much better passer than I thought he would be. Out it comes now to Roger Bell. 9.5 minutes left in the ball game. Bell brings it out to Marion. Suns up 81-69. Barbosa with 7 on the shot clock. Dumps it off. Diaw needs one of these to go, and he did. That's his first basket of the night.
And I love what Barbosa brings to this team, the ability to get into the middle, and he makes a nice pass to Diaw to knock down his first jump shot.
Well, he's been mentored by the best in the game, Steve Nash. Bryant misses. Look at Green get up. Great leaper, but he can't finish. Here comes Bell with a rebound. Another block that time by Marion. And the 3. And Eddie House with the 3 ball. He's proud to own the 3-point zone. Fulton Homes donates another $150 to Suns Charities. And the Lakers have seen enough. They're calling timeout.
Well, they don't want House to catch a fire again. This guy is just automatic.
Suns up 86-69. Eddie House has hit 3 of 4 behind the line. 17 points in 18 minutes.
Yep, just coming off the pick from Barbosa. Hits the jumper right in front of his old college coach and pops the collar.
And speaking of college basketball, tomorrow evening, a Pac-10 basketball continues at 6:30 when the Sun Devils take center court at home as they take on the Stanford Cardinal. Then after the ASU game, stay tuned for Oregon State and Washington State. They'll miss Stanford at Arizona State tomorrow at 6:30 only on FSN Arizona. Another Bender doing the game along with Tim Kempton, who's sitting right in front of us. So Eddie House was the guy that really got this team going, and since that time, it's been Marion and Nash and Bell who have done such a great job. It has been a very impressive performance against a Laker team who's in danger now of finishing this night at 500 on the road, 11-11.
Well, we talked about it being a total team effort guarding Bryant, and it has been, but it's been a total team effort on the offensive end also.
So now, Devin Green, who checked in late in that fourth quarter, should say early in the fourth quarter, as a shot missing by Cook. And it's going to be off with the Suns. Marion didn't think so, but it'll be LA ball with 8:40 left to go. So Kobe Bryant with 22 points in the game. Can he somehow get him back in this one? Look at Marion crowding him in the corner. Off it comes to Odom. Odom backing in. And a big league move as he goes inside, and he'll go to the free throw line. Lamar Odom's a talent. First round pick of the Clippers, free agent to Miami, coming over in the trade with Shaq.
Here you see Kobe giving it to Lamar, who's had a very good game, uses his size on Bell, tries to get out of the way and gets fouled.
Lamar Odom had a double-double last night, 16 points and 10 rebounds. And here tonight now with 12 points and 11 rebounds. That was his first free throw attempt of the night. 8 of 9, the Lakers at first miss. Lamar Odom, who played 1 year at Rhode Island. Barbosa now into the offensive end. Barbosa's had a strong game, 7 points, 4 assists, couple of rebounds. His speed has been so big in this game. House gonna shake for a 2. Rebound is cleared by Odom. Lamar Odom just like a point forward. I mean, he can handle it for a big guy. Brian Cook looking in. Cook feeds Odom. Double team on Odom. Odom out. Pulisic. And Pulisic can't hit it. Back tap by Cook. It'll be off the Lakers.
Suns doing a good job of making the Lakers take outside jump shots. But you're right about Odom. He does so many things well. Not only leading the break, but can post up. Good pass. Good passer. Just wait for him to be able to break out. And you know, the Lakers obviously need another player besides Bryant and Odom.
Bill Jackson, the Clemson hit, the 60-year-old, coming back for his 6 years coach of the Lakers after a 1-year hiatus. That foul will go on Green. You look at Phil Jackson. He was the guy who, in all the years that he took over, Dan, he inherited teams that were title contenders. This is the first year, really, where he's had to rebuild a team.
Getting paid handsomely to do it, by the way.
That's a very good point. 12 seasons as a player. He won 1 ring with the New York Knicks in '73. House missing. Rebound is cleared by Green. Green impresses me, Dan. I haven't even seen him play. He's a free agent out of Hampton, and he's pretty athletic. Baseline now comes Cook, and Cook storms inside. So now it's an 86-72 game. Still a lot of time left.
Whereas the Suns can't just start jacking up jump shots. They want to make sure they get good looks at the basket.
Here's Barbosa out to Diaw. Diaw tries to wheel in, and nice move by Boris Diaw. His second bucket of the night.
That's the Boris Diaw we've grown accustomed to. A good in-out move with the dribble, attack Cook, and got all the way to the basket.
So Diaw makes it 88-72. Diaw to start of the night, averaging just under 12 points a game. Over 14 the last 13. And Steve Nash is going to re-enter the ball game. Foul will go on Diaw. Check that, Bell.
You see Diaw with the inside-out dribble, sidesteps Cook, gets all the way to the basket. He is so good at getting to the basket and doing a better job of figuring out when to finish and when to pass.
So Nash comes in for the stretch run. Out to Kobe. Roger Bell on him all the way. Long 3 by Kobe Bryant. Whoop. 25 points for Bryant.
We talked by the end of the night he was going to get his points.
He has taken tonight 26 shots. You can see the Lakers have hit 6 of 18 behind the line. Here's Diaw, and Diaw finishing again. So Boris, who really had not done anything offensively, now scored 6 quick points in this fourth quarter.
Give that credit, that hoop to Steve Nash with a beautiful pass to a cutting Boris Diaw.
And that's his 11th assist. Cook. Pressure on him, out to Odom. Odom goes up against Marion, just muscles it in. Odom has that big, long body, and Marion couldn't do anything about it. Odom with 15 points in the game. 90-77. 6 minutes to go. Nash to Diao. Marion almost lost the handle. Will back it out. They've got time with 10 on the shot clock. Nash with a three. Steve Nash proud on the three-point zone. Fulton Holmes donates another $150 to Suns Charities. 8 threes now.
Shot clock running down. When in doubt, get it to Nash.
And there's Kobe. Whoa! All of a sudden now, Kobe is launching.
You got a feeling this Laker team's not going to go quietly.
I know, a 13-point game. Kobe now with 28. He's ignited things here. There's Diao, brings it out to House. House will go inside. Wheels in. Beautifully done. And Eddie House is more than a three-point shooter.
That's what we talked about, his ability to put the ball on the floor. Good hesitation. Dribble there amongst the trees, lays it high off the glass.
Back to a 15-point lead for the Suns. 5 minutes left. Bryant, that ball is deflected up. He was fouled shooting a three. He's going to get 3 free throws when we come back.
Well, you knew that shot was coming up. Ryan's going to shoot that three. Diao just a little bit too late getting out there, caused the foul. But Nash, with the shot clock running down, takes it in his own hands, goes off, and nails it for the MVP.
Suns by 15, but Kobe Bryant make it a little uncomfortable. Hey, Suns fans, anxious to get your hands on a pair of Suns tickets? Well, here's your chance. Just head over to any of the 7 local Valley Kia retailers now through February 26th. And when you test drive a new Kia, you'll receive a pair of Phoenix Suns tickets while supplies last. For more details about how you can drive with the Suns and Kia, log on to suns.com. Kobe Bryant, if he makes these free throws, will have scored 16 of the last 25 points for the Lakers.
Yeah, he's only gotten to the line 4 times, but is starting to find his stroke from behind the arc. It's now 4 for 9. The last 2 he nailed, and then comes down and gets fouled by Boris. Diao behind is going to go to the free throw line for 3 free throws.
So you can see he has started to come on. 11 points here in the fourth quarter. Not surprising, but is it too little too late for the Lakers?
Let's hope so, Gary. Let's hope so.
As Kobe at the line, an 83% free throw shooter. Now, he had hit 48 straight free throws at the start of the night. He's hit 4 tonight. That's 53 in a row, and that is a franchise record.
Are you sure? What'd you say, 48 plus what? 54, 40, yeah.
Was that correct? I tell you what, you just won't let me get by with anything. You're counting on your fingers and your toes. As Bryant now will get a 3rd free throw. You can see he was fouled outside the line.
Yeah, Boris is trying to get out there and makes the critical mistake. You never want to foul a shooter from behind the line.
And so the 3rd free throw, and Mike D'Antoni coming over near us, just kind of shaking his head, realizing this isn't over yet. 5 minutes to go.
He knows what Kobe's capable of.
That's right. Kobe now with 31 points. Where did that all come from? I mean, it looked like he was going to sit on about 12 or 15 for the rest of the night. And now here in this fourth quarter with 14 points. Here's Diao backing in on Smush. Parker gets it to Marion just as the shot clock expires.
A great pass by Diao, but even a better job of Marion getting in an area where Diao could find him with the shot clock running down.
Marion now with 18 points. There's Kobe again. That was an ill-advised shot. He forced that one. Diao comes down to the rebound. Kobe now has taken 28 shots. 97-83. 4:18 left to go. Parker picking up Nash. Nash with another double-double tonight. 17 points, 11 assists into Diao. Diao's been strong in the fourth quarter. Not able to finish there. Marion tries to keep it alive. Cannot finish. Here comes Bryant back the other way. He's going to launch. Look out. Here he goes. He's going to shoot it. But the Suns hang tough with him. Still dribbling. Yeah, he will. He just wasn't going to give up, was he?
No, he's just waiting for the Suns to get tired.
Wow. Bryant now with 33. And he is almost at his season average, 34.7 at the start of the night. He has 21 points this half. Got to give him some credit. He didn't quit. And that ball's going to be kicked side out to the Suns with 3:34 left to go.
Well, we talked about it in the third quarter. He wasn't doing much, so we were saving it up for the fourth, and we're seeing it now.
Boy, I guess so. 51 points last night, 33 tonight, 16 in the quarter. Out it comes to Nash. 3.5 minutes to go. Odom switches out. We got a mismatch now. Parker on Marion, and Marion tried to take advantage of it. Had it poked away once, twice, and Parker commits the foul.
Sean showing great hands. Parker knocks out the first one, is able to gather, then turns and goes right at Smush again and gets the foul. Nash is going to throw it on the mismatch. Good hands here by Parker, knocks away, but Sean gathers it up and then powers it to the basket, gets fouled.
I tell you, the Matrix has just been incredible this year. You look at him since Christmas, coming into the night, Dan, he'd averaged almost 25 points and 12.5 rebounds a game. I mean, it's just amazing what he's done. And here tonight now with 19 points and 15 rebounds. Anybody playing the game any better than this guy right now? I mean, you talk about Bryant scoring, but
not overall game.
That's what I mean, yeah. When you look at a stat line, this guy is unparalleled right now in the league. 99-85. Kobe going in, floating, not able to get it. Marion with another rebound. Marion's high this year has been 19. He has 16 tonight. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Nash just creating to Dial. I'm really glad to see Boris have this strong fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of finishing around the basket.
8 points for Boris. The other way is Parker. Smush Parker makes it 101-87. Now the Lakers full court pressure. House needs to get it to Nash. They're going to have to hurry. And they're going to call a timeout. They were running out of time. Suns were running out of time, so they call the timeout. 2:38 left to go. The Lakers didn't have any quit in them, did they? They fought back in this one.
No, they're going to fight, but then you're going to see Nash get that penetration to a cutting Dial, goes hard to the basket, high off the glass, finishes it. Suns trying to close this one out.
Suns 2:38 away from winning their 6th straight over the Lakers. Tonight's High Flyers feature presented by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. Let's watch Sean Marion.
Dial to Marion, Dial to Marion, and then we're going to see Steve Nash streaking up the floor to Marion finishes it, and that was so nice. We'll see it twice.
And pressure on the inbound to Nash. Double team to get it out of his hands. Parker the other way. Can't finish. And Dial comes down with a rebound. A missed opportunity by the Lakers. Marion with 20 points, 16 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 3 steals.
Not a bad night.
Not a bad night. I don't know what more you could do. Here now is Nash. They're trying to get the ball out of his hands. They double team him. He gets it to Bell. Nice job. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Turned over to Devin George. George to Bryant. Bryant a long 3. And rebound to the Suns. So 2 minutes left to go. Tell you what, when this game turned was when Eddie House really came off and scored this 12 points in a hurry, and Marion with another dunk. 22 for the Matrix.
And a beautiful shovel pass by Dial. Just caught the errant pass from Nash and threw it up by the rim.
When Eddie House started his move at the 7:51 mark of the second quarter, the Suns started their move to this victory, which will be their 26th of the year.
Watch this pass. Dial just gathers and throws it from the hip. And talk about the Matrix. All you got to do is get it around the rim, and he's going to finish this. Dial just throws it up.
And so this game here at the U.S. Airways Center has been produced by David Hughes and directed by Dan Sequin. Tom Delmos, our statistician, Sheila Simpson, our stage manager, and Thunder Dan's sidekick. Glad to be here tonight as the Suns are going to go to 2-0 against the Lakers this year.
Let's wrap this one up, Gary.
Wrap it up.
Got to get you to bed.
Yep, past my bedtime. 103.88. I wish you would mention that. I keep forgetting the time, and you won't let me. Here's Bryant again, and Bryant continues his streak. 9 of 9 tonight. So what is that now? 46 and 9? Is that what we said earlier? What did I say earlier? Yes.
That would be 55.
No, he hit 48 straight at 9. So
that would be 57.
57 in a row. Great math. Dan, I tell you what. You are a PhD. Inside now, Dial knocked down. And getting a little physical inside that time. Odom,
a little chippy out there.
Yep. Odom committing the foul.
to see Boris cut to the basket.
Whoa.
Grabs him around the shoulder and throws him down.
That was a little excessive, and they're talking about it right now. 2 shots as Diao will go to the line. Mike D'Antoni upset. He don't want anybody getting hurt now. The minute 24 left to go. So the Suns are going to win their 6th straight at home and still be unbeaten in 2006. And their next game will be Sunday against Seattle.
Have we lost here at the U.S. Airways Center?
No, undefeated.
Brilliant!
Phil Jackson probably didn't want to come back here for another engagement. Here is Kobe. That was a little frustration on that play, huh? Kobe now with 37. Yeah. So he's got his seasonal average and then some with 37. There's a deflection, and Vucevic comes up with it to Bryant. What's this? There he goes again. And the rebound by Barbosa. It's getting really physical right now with 59 seconds left. Odom getting after Nash. They can't catch him. Eventually gets it off to Bell. Bell will dribble it out with 50 seconds left in the game, and then Parker commits the foul.
Thought the Globetrotters are going to be here tomorrow, doing the weave out there.
So the Lakers are going to drop to 21-19. They had won 6 of their last 8 after having their 3-game winning streak snapped last night. And after this game with the Sonics on Sunday, 5-game road trip coming up. Orlando, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, and Philadelphia. That is 6, isn't it? And
I'm sitting here,
and then they come back to meet the Bulls on February 4th. There it is. Orlando playing much better. Dwight Howard is really having a great year for them.
Miami lost tonight to San Antonio.
You know, Miami, all these teams that come west, like Cleveland and Miami, kind of get a rude awakening, don't they?
Sure do.
106-91, 47 seconds left from outside, and this is a new player in the game, Von Wafer, a rookie out of Florida State.
We need Nash to get one more rebound for his triple-double.
Hey, I just noticed that. 17 points, 12 assists, 9 rebounds.
Did you just notice it, or did I just tell you, Gary?
Well, I went to the screen. You're so observant tonight, Dan.
Nash, get out there, get a rebound.
You are just absolutely uncanny. And it comes now, and that foul on Devin Green. 18.6 seconds left. Well, at the start of the night, the Lakers are in the 7th position in the Western Conference. And you can see San Antonio on top, Phoenix, Denver, Dallas, Memphis. Memphis playing very well right now. The Clippers, after losing the other night to the Suns, 20-15. How about that New Orleans, Oklahoma City team? They're having a very good year.
They definitely are. Those were 2 big wins against the Clippers and the Lakers. And Phoenix sitting right there. And watch out when Mr. Stoudemire gets back.
Yes, sir. And he was shooting around before the game tonight. And he'll start taking jump shots, jumping more next week. On schedule. Will that be something? Crowd applauding. A win over their bitter rivals, the Los Angeles Lakers. Nash is not going to get the triple-double, but what a great game. 17 points, 12 assists, 22 from Marion, and 16 rebounds. The final, 106-93, our next Suns game on FSN Arizona's Monday, February 6th against the Big Ticket. Kevin Garnett of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Suns countdown starts at 6:30.
I'll be here.
You will?
I don't know.
We're going to count on it. So for Thunder Dan, I'm Gary Bender.
Holla!
Complete look at what's happening in the Arizona sports scene, including much more from this Suns win. It's time now for the Arizona Sports Report with Bob Fasella.
And Gary's bedtime.
And Corey Kessler. Take it away, guys.